As they say in Wales, we'll keep a welcome in the hillsides. And today in Britain's Best Breaks, we're coming to you from Cardiff, the most welcoming of Welsh cities. Cardiff is a truly beautiful city where you'll find acres of refreshing green space alongside an exciting cosmopolitan centre. To walk through Cardiff is a sheer delight, and in doing so you'll not be out of breath. The Welsh hills may only be minutes away, but this is one of the flattest cities in Great Britain. Cardiff is without doubt one of the most exhilarating places to enjoy a break. Cardiff Bay has everything: a great maritime atmosphere, inspiring architecture and fascinating places to visit.
The great outdoors really is the great outdoors in South Wales. You get a real sense of fresh air and freedom. This is the land of the green valleys, a terrain just waiting to be explored on foot or on a bike. And there are plenty of opportunities for activity and adventure as well. A place where you can do anything from surfing to golf.
Spanning 2,000 years of history, Cardiff Castle dates back to the arrival of the Romans. The castle keep was built after the Norman conquests. Additional medieval living arrangements and further fortifications soon followed, but the castle's best kept secret came much later. The greatest legacy was left by the third Marquess of Bute, who in 1866 commissioned the architect William Burgess to redesign the castle lodgings with spectacular success. This is a splendid place to spend a day. And in the evening you can enjoy sumptuous Welsh banquets, complete with a master of ceremonies and music. Once you've enjoyed the delights of Cardiff Castle, you'll want to see the other sights in the city, and here's the perfect way to do just that. You can buy tickets from the driver or any tourist information centre. There are 11 stops on this route, which takes 30 minutes to complete. You can see all of Cardiff's main sites and hop on and off as you wish.
Since it first opened in 1948, the Museum of Welsh Life, here in the grounds of Cardiff's magnificent St Fagan's Castle, has become one of Europe's most popular open-air museums. In the 100-acre parkland, they've re-erected 30 original old buildings taken from all over Wales. You'll get a snapshot of the daily working lives of Welsh people, including craftsmen and farmers throughout history. It's a fascinating insight into the rich culture and heritage of Wales.
At the beautiful Dyffryn Gardens, you could be forgiven for thinking we were in a suburb of ancient Rome. But this Grade 2 listed Pompeian garden is just one of the many attractive locations which make this such a popular place to visit. There are 14 champion trees to see here, which are the biggest and tallest in the UK. You'll find a dazzling diversity of plants and flowers here. With restoration underway, funded by the Heritage Lottery Fund, Dyffryn Gardens will be celebrating its centenary in 2006. This remains one of Wales's most popular attractions, and it's easy to see why.
If you want a sailor's eye view of the Cardiff Bay coastline, you'll soon find your sea legs in one of these high-speed Bay Island Voyages boats. The most thrilling ride here is on water. This half-hour fast bay cruise comes complete with waterproof clothing and life jacket, and no two trips are the same. Alternatively, you can take a 2-hour trip to the fascinating nearby Flatholm Island and enjoy the speed on the way.
Here's one place you don't need to worry about speed cameras. At the South Wales Karting Centre, they have the biggest outdoor track in the country. They provide the helmet and the race suit, and off you go. There are Grand Prix and endurance events, and both adults and juniors can drive here, where at night this is the only floodlit track in Wales. Open 7 days a week, this is the place to get your adrenaline rushing. Cardiff is definitely a 21st century city where technology is important. I'm enjoying some of the 160 hands-on delights here at the UK's most visited science discovery centre, TechniQuest. For both children and adults, TechniQuest offers many colourful ways to explain scientific concepts, such as live performances included in the admission price in the Science Theatre. Discovering the secrets of the universe at TechniQuest has to be the ultimate family day out. The National Museum and Gallery of Cardiff has a unique collection of British and European art, as well as works from many other cultures. You can enjoy the largest collection of Impressionist paintings outside of Paris. The museum's 15 galleries also display fascinating exhibitions demonstrating the work of Welsh artists and craftsmen throughout the years.
Sport and Wales are synonymous, and few countries in Europe can boast a facility as impressive as Cardiff's Millennium Stadium, the home of Welsh rugby and host to many other major events.
The bracing waterfront of Cardiff Bay is Europe's largest and most successful regeneration project. The Bay area could be called a work of art in its own right. Here you'll find the National Assembly of Wales, the superb Wales Millennium Centre, alongside some real architectural gems. When the Welsh ask how green was my valley, then the Rhondda Heritage Park is the answer. One of the leading visitor attractions in South Wales, the Rhondda Heritage Park here at the former Lewis Merthyr Colliery, Trehefford, will take you back in time to when coal was king. I'm about to enjoy the Black Gold Tour, which takes you down beneath the earth to see exactly how the coal was mined. This is a fascinating way to discover the hard life of the Welsh coal mining community. And down here you can also see the incredible length of some of these tunnels. Fire! Miners' lamps were important not only for light but for detecting dangerous gases underground. This whole site, where there's so much to experience, will leave you with an evocative memory of Welsh working life. The Forest Ecuff Horse and Pony Rehabilitation Centre is a registered charity and a destination for any traveller seeking peace and tranquility in this quiet countryside. Here you're welcome to sit and ponder, admire these dignified, hard-working animals and forget about the rat race.
There's nothing to match the beauty of the hills and the forests of Wales. Here's a really memorable day out for all the family. Cwmcarn Forest Drive takes you on a 7-mile route set amongst green forests and rolling hills. You can take your car on this adventure or use the cycle paths or simply walk. This is a beautiful place to camp, and there's an interesting visitor centre with gifts and local crafts and a coffee shop. It's paradise for the kids. If you feel like firing off a round or two in the direction of a clay pigeon, then the popular South Wales 2000 shooting ground is the place to be. There's a friendly clubhouse, and newcomers to this popular sport are always welcome.
The atmospheric Llan Kayak Faramana is much more than just an exciting place to visit. This is a time machine. This is the year 1645, where the 17th century table talk revolves around the Civil War. At Llan Kayak Faramana, the staff are always in character. Traditional customs and folklore are a speciality, and you can buy some unusual herbs from the nursery.
Built in the 13th century by Gilbert de Clare, Caerphilly Castle has to be one of the most dramatic fortresses in Europe. This is medieval architecture at its best, a piece of history for any visitor to South Wales to marvel at.
The Green Meadow Community Farm at Quimbran offers a genuine fun day out for all the family. Here you can have a hands-on experience with animals, and there's even a milking demonstration. The tractor and trailer rides are very popular, and there are peaceful woodland walks, a wildlife pond, and if the children have any energy left, they can burn it off in the adventure playground and the sandpit area.
This is the vibrant market town of Bridgend, halfway between Cardiff and Swansea and close to the surfers' paradise of Wales's Golden Coast.
This is probably where Bridgend gets its name. From here you can look up to the Norman castle and church that overlook this historic town's narrow streets and enticing shops. From one impressive Norman fortress to another, these are the romantic and some say haunted ruins of Ogmore Castle. A fun way to reach the castle is across these stepping stones. It's a dramatic route, and these famous stones are still a causeway across the tidal river.
Just a couple of miles from Bridgend is the picturesque village of Merthyr Mawr, and these are the biggest sand dunes in Europe, so you can see why they filmed Lawrence of Arabia here.
The countryside around Bridgend inspires you to get out and have some fun. Anything from kite flying to quad biking or shooting down a zip slide.
For something more timeless, this is Iweni Pottery, where the Jenkins family have been making pots since 1610. You're welcome to watch them at work and browse in the showroom. Bridgend's restaurants reflect a South Wales history of attracting the best cuisine from all over the world, topped by Italian and Thai.
We've been deep underground, high in the hills, by the sea and on the waterfront on our travels in and around Cardiff. Surely one of the most exciting capital cities in the world.
Well, everything they say about Welsh hospitality is true. There really is a welcome in the hillsides. I hope you've enjoyed our trip to Cardiff and this wonderful country as much as we have. For more information, take a look at our website www.britain'sbestbreaks.tv. So until next time, when we'll be taking you to another great location, we'll say goodbye for now. Or as they say in Wales, hwyl fawr or Gaerdydd.